Pitch it out to Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make it back.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he stays up. Dancing to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there. No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard. Line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up. Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play. How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play,
The rookie defender won the battle.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a pressure gets to him again.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line. But I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. throwing the penalty. It's Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is Hurts with it, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and 5. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He hits Riddick underneath. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Some strong running at the 20. And give them a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
On third down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked up. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 20! A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Bust through the tackle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go to Johnson again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Melvin Ingram in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And a loose football, and the Eagles have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Then with the Eagles. That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it with Johnson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Please.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got room to run past the 20. Able to avoid him at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. To Barkley on the check down. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Over.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Johnson. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the toss, here's Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On the ground, this is Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Back to throw here. Room to run past midfield. 23 yards on the play. And you definitely could make the case.